Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to be making a homemade drip system for my Bird's Choice Rocky Mountain bird bath. Now they sell this bird bath with a drip system, but you have to hook it up to a water hose and all that kind of stuff. I'm not looking to do that. I'm just looking to make my own, and we're going to basically try and hang it from a shepherd's hook and just let it drip into the bird bath. So let's go look at how to make a drip system. All right, so we're just going to be using a couple items here. I have a 2-liter Coke bottle that is empty and I've rinsed it out. I've got a drill that I'm going to be using. I have the smallest drill bit that I can find because we're going to want to make a little bitty hole in this bottle. I've got a Q-tip. Now I've got one of the baby safe Q-tips. It doesn't matter if you have one of these or not. This is the only one I had, so this is what I'm going to be using. And then the last thing I've got is a piece of wire that we're going to use to hang the bottle with. So first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to take our Q-tip and we want to cut off some of it, and we're going to cut it at an angle. The reason we're doing this is because I need a sharp point on this end to stick into the bottle. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to find an edge of the bottle to basically put a hole in. It doesn't really matter where you do this, but if you go up too high, you're not going to be able to get the water out. So I'm actually going to go towards the bottom here, and we're going to try it there. I'm just going to drill a little bitty hole at an angle. I'm going to go nice and slow because it should just take a second here. I mentioned that I'm using a small drill bit because I want this to be able to go into this hole, but I want it to be kind of tight so that it kind of expands the hole. I might have to get a little bit bigger one, but you'll see as you start pushing it in, it's expanding the hole a little bit. I'm almost in there. You want it tight because you don't want it leaking any. And if you mess up, you can always go get another Q-tip. All right, so I kind of messed up my other Q-tip because I was trying to force it in that hole. I do think the hole is the right size, but I'm going to take a new Q-tip just to make sure that it's not messed up, and I'm going to just cut it. That's the nice thing about this is an inexpensive project, so if you mess it up, it's really not costing you anything. So let's try this one. You want the Q-tip to be tight, so I don't want to go much bigger with my hole. There we go. And that's it. I could push it in further, but we really don't want it too far. What we're hoping is going to happen here is the water is going to hit the Q-tip. There's a hole in the middle of the Q-tip. The way this is working is this hole is going to be where your water is going through. And then it's going to come down and it's going to basically hit our Q-tip and it's going to start dripping. The nice thing about this is going to be our airflow control. So if we close this tight, it's going to be a slow drip. If we open it and loosen it, it should be a faster drip. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically take my wire here, I'm going to wrap it around there, and basically all it's going to do is allow me to hang this over my shepherd hook. This is just some cheap crafting wire that my wife had. You don't really need anything fancy, just enough to be able to hold a 2-liter bottle full of water. So let me put this on, let's go put it out, see how it works. All right, so I have it set up and we can see that it is dripping away. That's what I did, is I basically just put wire around the top. It's hanging over my bird bath. Now if I had a higher shepherd's hook, I could adjust the height, and you can see we've got a nice drip. You can control the drip by tightening or loosening the cap on top. So I've got it dripping pretty quick. If I wanted to slow down that drip, all I have to do is tighten this lid. And after a few seconds, you can see my drip starts slowing down. Basically, that lid is controlling the amount of air that is getting into the bottle. The more air you've got in there, the faster it's going to drip. So if you want a faster drip, open that bottle top a little bit, let some air in there, it'll drip faster. If you want a slower drip like this, put it nice and tight and you'll have a nice slow drip. Anyway, if you try this and yours works, let us know how it comes out. Leave a comment. As always, likes and subscription to this channel are appreciated. That's a way to make a cheap, inexpensive drip system for your bird bath. Hope the video helped.